Now, we may, speaking about the opportunity and so on, right? I love this word, and that's why I titled it, right? Anything with the re, I just love it. I have some ideas about creating this vitamin called vitamin R, right? Which is all about reimagination, reinvention, rethinking, all the re stuff, right? So that's where, we're going to get a lot of opportunities. So now, as I said, let's get into the real conversation. So are you guys ready for the real conversation now? Because I'm going to share with you a couple of ideas that are going to upset some of you. Yeah. But you are here, you signed up for reimagination, you signed up for the next generation, right? So really, I'm going to take a couple of ideas and really push you, and some of you are not going to like it. Are you ready for that? Really, if you're here for reimagination, right? Are you ready for that? So one of the things that, if you really look at in the last 25 years that, literally, Lindsay mentioned the lifetime award. Last 25 years I spent thinking about, what's going on in the space of project management and PMOs. And one thing that really has been a great invention, great reimagination from the back old days of waterfall and so on was, of course, you're all familiar with this, was, agile, right? So guess what, my friends? Are you ready? We need to really shake agile up. So agile has been great. It's been great for us, and now there's so many different variations from extreme to safe to you name it. Everybody's come up with their own version of agile. But we really need to rethink now, and we need to kind of retire. I don't know if that's going to really upset some of you, right? This agile thinking. Because agile thinking is when I say you need to be agile, what is the foundation? The foundation is that you are static. That you are static. You're static. And come alive and be agile. That's the foundation, right? And this is in business and management for the last 150, 200 years. This has been our thinking, where organizations are mechanical machines, engines, etc., which are static, and we need to shake them up, right? If you're doing mechanical things that need robotics, that's okay, right? That's fine. But if you're working with live humans, right? You're creating projects, right? You're creating new innovations, right? That mentality we need to shift. So agile, if you think about, something solid like this in one hand, or on the other hand, I take something alive like a plant, I would treat both of them differently. This, I'm assuming to make this agile, this has to be, I have to do something, right? But a plant, a live, living thing, guess what? It is already agile. We are humans, we are already agile. If you're hungry, you eat. If you know to go to the bathroom, you do. You're responsive, right? So what I want to push you and reimagine today is from agile, we want to go to alive. Agile to alive. Agile takes in approach that things are static and we need to shake them up. But if you're alive, just like you saw, if you're alive, right? That's you, by the way. Right? If you're alive, you're naturally agile, right? And it's a different approach. How do we do that, right? So we think about we need to be agile. So in the Agile Manifesto, they talked about this, respond to change, right? Rather than following a plan. Right? So that was the big thing. So we said, okay, instead of following the plan, in the Agile Manifesto, they said, respond to change. So be, agile. That's responding to change. This is static, but if this moves, then we'll respond to this change. This is our plan, right? If this changes, then we'll respond to Allah. Guess what? We live in a different world now. We live in a different world. It's the dance world. So it is not static. It is alive. So the way we want to think about it is living change every day. Living change, alive. Are we getting it? It's different than making it agile. So when you come up with this mindset of living change, guess what? You're ready, right? You're ready for anything, right? Instead of complaining, oh my gosh, they changed this plan on me again, right? So it's a whole different mindset. right? As we reimagine. Now, you may not have expected this. Really, my vision of a PMO, you want me to show it to you? Are you ready? Okay. So here's my vision of a PMO. It's the octopus. By the way, how many of you, I strongly recommend, if you haven't seen it on Netflix, you got to check this out. My Octopus Teacher. How many of you have seen it? Yeah. Isn't it fantastic? Right? So as you see it, the octopus, we use this really lame terms like be adaptive, be agile, right? That's, if you're static, you have to be adaptive. But octopus is a living thing. You just see in this quick short video how you can't even tell how quickly and the octopus adapts to every situation. It doesn't adapt, it's living. It's alive, it's living, and every situation will change its color, it's change its behavior. It really melds in, right, with what the needs of the environment are, what the context. Think about it, if you're running your PMO, you really understood your business, your context, and how you were like an octopus, you adapted to the situation. You got a phone call and the customer changed their mind, and you're really there and taking care of the needs of your customers. Wouldn't that be different? Right? Rather than, okay, we got a agile, plan. Are we getting it? So this is really, you didn't know, right? We would be, talking about the octopus today. Okay, now, as we think about this, right, here are some things, you're going to be shocked about. So please stop using this word. Don't use this word anymore. Plan. What? Are you kidding me? We're talking about projects. And you're talking about don't use plan? Yeah. Don't use plan anymore. Oh, okay, I get it, what you're saying. And by the way, I'm not the first person to say it. I'm sure you've heard about this. Many people. The first one was U.S. president, who was a 5-star military general, President Eisenhower. He said, plans are nothing. Right? Plans are nothing. Oh, by the way, and then we have a modern version of that. I'm sure many of you have seen this guy too, right? And what did he say? All right? Now, going back to this, so say, okay, I get it. Like Eisenhower said, plans are nothing, but what did he say? Planning is everything. Right? Planning is everything. Right? So you say, okay.
So you didn't plan ahead though, did you?
Well, you might have started with some plan, but then you are alive, you're planning it. And that's what we grew up in, right? So agile is more about, okay, planning. And you talk about value streams and you're planning and you have iterative cycles and so on, right? So planning. Guess what, my friends? You're going to be shocked what I'm going to say next. We need to retire these words. Really. No plans, no planning. You wanted to reimagine, right? Right? So no plans and planning. So what am I talking about? So what are we going to do? So what we are going to do is this. By the way, this was something I published many years ago. Think liquid, not solid plans. Right? This was all about that planning. But we are beyond that, right? So, okay, I know you're thinking, what does this mean? Can you give us one example of what should we do then? Okay, so here's an example. So as I was driving here from the airport, this is your beautiful football stadium, right? Was that? Murrayfield, yeah. Now, here's something we could do, right? Is in football, you can have sessions, right, before the game. We get together with the coach and we plan, right? And we plan, right? And we come up with the different plans. And what happens when you get on the field, it's a very different sometimes. The other team has a plan too. And they say, okay, no, we have plan A, we have plan B, and we have plan C, right? And so the question to think about it, what distinguishes a winning team? What distinguishes a winning team, right? The team that has plan A, plan B, plan C, or the team that is planning, or what distinguishes a winning team, right? What distinguishes a winning team? Any idea? So what distinguishes a winning team Of course, I'm not saying don't plan or don't do any planning, right? You have that. But what distinguishes a winning team is this. From planning and preparation to, are you ready? To positioning and readiness. So this is a big thing we need to shift from as we reimagine. From plans and planning to positioning. Positioning meaning I am ready. I'm ready to take on anything as the dance is happening, right? And the plans are going to be flexible and fluid. I don't even think about agility or adaptiveness. I'm ready for anything. Now, when change happens as project managers, we all get upset. Oh my gosh, what happened? I planned for this and then this happened. But when you are positioned, you could take on anything. And your executives and CEOs are saying, what are you guys doing? We need results. And you think, no, we are updating our plans. Are we getting it? So very, very key things from planning to positioning. So this is another question you want to think about, right? How do we move from plans and planning to getting our teams ready and our PMO ready for positioning? So we increase our danceability.